Thank you so much for holding. Good morning again, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. SVG, you remain here in the land of the blessed. Now, this morning, first thing we're going to touch on after the greetings. Let me see who's checked in on the WhatsApp. WhatsApp number 457-9994. Let's get my ears here going. Wee. Okay, thank you very much. Who had a brief moment of what is going on here? But I have since recovered. Thank God. Now, speaking of recovery, some unfortunate news, something very unfortunate happened in Mustique. I'm sure by now you would have. All right, this is quick. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You want to turn? There's a lot of background noise. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Who is this?
Oh, who is this? I think you have the wrong number. You called the radio station. Okay, sweetheart? You like you're playing with a parent's or a grandparent's phone. All right? Sorry, I had to end that just abruptly. So please be mindful. My cross is heavy this morning. Anyways, Mustique. If you haven't heard it, JAD, that's the company. It said that they've been here since 2002. However, the release said 23 years, which does not add up to me unless it started operating somewhere else before and to SVG in 2002. Because 2002 to now is not 23 years. Anyways, let's get into it. All right. Now, this person here is just so ridiculous, but I'm going to ignore it for a minute here. So ridiculous. It's the second time I'm seeing you saying something like that. So ridiculous. Find something constructive to do. Anyways, approximately 100 people have lost their jobs. The release was published last week. Media got a hold of it and it hit the fan. Now, what happened was the company said that they were experiencing a bit of trouble, made allusions to it being because of the political and economic climate, to which the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines said, no. Ain't nothing like that. As a matter of fact, let me tell people exactly what's happening. You've been owing us millions of dollars. 2019, 2020, when we did our checks, there was an application for citizenship, and I said, we can't do this. We cannot accept this at all because y'all owe us some money. 2019. Now, what is so confusing, and it's quite unfortunate for people to lose their work. Eyewitness has the story up. I think he has 2 articles on it. And in one of them, he interviewed 2 of the workers. One of them actually has a home that they're completing or constructing, and it ain't done yet, depending on that source of income to finance, obviously, their lives and the construction of their homes. Another one has a mortgage to pay. Quite unfortunate indeed. What's also unfortunate about this is that they've been working overtime for years. So the normal working hours on a day-to-day basis is 8 hours. That's standard, right? 8 to 4, 9 to 5, whichever. Anything above that, anything over that is overtime. Now, my question is to the workers, how come you were working overtime and you never asked for overtime? You didn't realize that it was overtime? So many of you, a whole hour and a half? I can understand 15 minutes. Because maybe you're not paying attention. I could get 15 minutes. I could maybe get half an hour. But an hour and a half every single day? So they're in a legal battle. Because the workers need to be compensated for all that time that they have worked and not been paid. So the company apparently has that to pay. And whatever is outstanding for the government. What happens sometimes, companies file for bankruptcy for several reasons. What happens to the monies that are being owed by the company after that? Whosoever is taking over the accounts, they will decide that. I hope everybody gets the money. Now, what's kind of irritated me about this story here, apart from the workers not being able to get compensation as yet, and the fact that they no longer have a job, no longer have a source of income, and the fact that they had so little time to go and pack up their goods and leave the island. How are companies allowed to owe the government? How are companies allowed to owe us so much money for such a long period of time? How? You got VAT, you got taxes that companies have to pay because it is in the law. How does it happen? How and why? I'm pretty sure we have mechanisms in place to ensure that people pay the bills. But time and time again, when something happens that's unrelated to us finding out that a company owes the government XYZ amount of dollars, that's when it comes out. So it's like mouth open, story jump out kind of scene. Question is, how many other companies owe the government money? How many other companies are delinquent and have had to get into some sort of payment plan to pay VAT, to pay income tax, to pay the NIS? And all of these things are against the law. Not paying, that is. Had me wondering, is it either there isn't proper or there aren't proper mechanisms in place to ensure that people pay up and pay up on time? And is it that we're not being more forceful or as forceful as we should be to get our monies? Because we need the money. We need the money to pay the salaries. We need the money to fix the roads. We need the money to pay out the amount of things we have to pay out there. Service with loans. And all the other entities that are owed. But these companies are out here, I would say gallivanting, still operating. But you have a bill with the government. Or is it that they just don't care enough because it is easy to not pay? And because not paying means that somebody is going to call you, oh, hello, and come and sound all nini on the phone. Oh, you know, you're behind on pay. No. Give us our monies. Pay your people the monies too. Tried to call that office yesterday, and I guess they were on the phone for quite a long period of time. Well, not a long period of time. They were on the phone probably because it just went to beep, beep, beep. I also tried to call Inland Revenue. I don't know if maybe the lines were down yesterday. Coincidentally, I didn't get through. I'll make another attempt today to find out exactly because this ain't making no sense to me. So who holding up the show? Who's not either going out to collect the money and allowing them to disrespect us? And some of these companies, they come and they get concession, they get this, that, and terror, all kind of nice thing. That's exploitation. Yeah, the situation might have been perfect then for you to start a business here, and we welcomed it because it provided employment. You're adding money to the economy. But then how do you move from that to owing us? Hello. But you see, taking me down to Bocament again, when they owed us money. Need to be a bit more hard and fast and crack down on these people who owe us money, because what is going to happen is going to pile up. I don't believe in sitting down and having a casual conversation with no company. This might come back and bite me, but it's all right. I can deal with it whenever it comes, if ever. But I don't agree with that, because you know why? It will continue to accumulate, and there are companies or people who may take advantage. And you know what's going to happen? Word is going to get out. Oh, you know, in St. Vincent, you know how much money I owe them? And all them guys doing is calling me, and I just avoid any calls. You gotta be more hard and fast, but that's just my opinion. Collect our monies. We need the money. The amount of things we had to fix, and people balling every single day. We are a developing nation. You see, that's why some people have to squint and look at any story of foreign direct investment, which is beneficial. But you have to look at it as a side eye and wonder if this is going to end up like other stories. Now, realistically speaking, right? Some businesses will fail. Some businesses will run into financial problems. It happens. Then they have to initiate the exit strategy. You remember when PH Vera announced that they were closing down? So you have to say, thank God they were able to pay off their workers. Imagine working for years and you can't get severance. Imagine working overtime for years so you know where the money went. I want to know what you meant by the political climate in SVG being one of the reasons the business had to close down. But they all know, but they're not gonna say. Somebody says inland revenue is slacking. Now, 8:27 is the time. Gonna take a break and come right back. Right here on WEFM 99.9. Are there more companies out there that are owing the government monies? Get your books in order, because you don't like when people owe you. So before they come to you, or before we come to you, better get your things in order. You understand? Anyways, gonna take a break and come right back.